I am officially calling this series Tonight with Sean, and it's just a name because I now realize that I can upload these videos to my YouTube channel and then I'm going to turn it into a series of blog posts to document what I've been sharing so they don't get lost somewhere, somehow on my Facebook feed. Now, today's episode is going to be about the story of how I went from $50 an hour working as a martial arts instructor and a fencing coach for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and all the way to last month in November when I made my 10K in commissions USD, and you can verify this with my influencer, Mark Jospiter. And the thing is, I'm not here to boast because 10K might be a lot to you, might be not a lot. That's not the point. The point is my story of how I went from $50 an hour to having a high income skill. Now, if you don't know, a high income skill is defined as something that can give you 10K, ideally, I'm thinking USD a month, right? It's 10K USD a month. And what are you going to do to get to that 10K? Right? That's the question that I asked myself 1 year ago when I decided that it was time to rethink what I was doing with my martial arts life, with my fencing career. Now, let me have a sip of water first. Being at an age in your early 20s, in my early 20s, I had all that energy and I had all that firepower. And I just needed to channel it out and express myself, and get the wins that I want to win the competitions that I want to win, and attain the skills that I want to attain. And so that was my focus, in my teenage years and growing up. What is up, my boy Jay? Now, after 10 years of doing that, imagine after 10 years of doing this, you know what happens? And after 10 years of fencing, after doing this for 10 years, you know what happens? You become more and more broke. So your skills go up, yes, and you have a good time, yes, but you become more and more broke. Now, I wasn't that broke, but being at that age, moving into your 30s, I had to start asking myself, hey, what is the end game? How long am I going to continue practicing martial arts? How long am I going to continue fencing? Because doing one alone is more than enough to break your back. And I was doing both full-time, right? So naturally, I realized that the smart thing to do was to take a step back and say, okay, passion is passion, drive is drive, and willpower is willpower, and I can have tons of that. But really, is that a smart thing to do? And I started to self-check. And as I was doing so, the universe responded. And this guy called Dan Locke started appearing on my Facebook feed, and he was talking about like business stuff. And I was like, who is this guy in a suit talking about like business stuff? That's pretty cool because no one on YouTube talks about business stuff, at least not on my feed. My feed was wrestling, music, and funny videos and that kind of thing. And here comes this business guy. And okay, it's a good influence. Let's keep watching. And I scrolled down to his video description and I found his FU Money book. I downloaded it and read it on my phone. Mind blown. And if you haven't read it and you read it right now, your mind will be blown as well because he addresses the very taboo beliefs of money that many people know but don't want to admit. And he write about all of them and I read, and that's exactly what I should be thinking. A very important concept inside the FU Money book is the daily income goal. Now, if you don't know your daily income goal, then you will never hit your monthly income goal and you'll never hit your yearly goal. And if you don't have goal, you need to go to my YouTube channel and watch my playlist on the art of goal setting and just learn what is up list and learn about how to set goals. So the next thing I learned from Mr. Dan Locke was the wealth triangle. Listen to this. This is the wealth triangle. It starts with a high income skill and a scalable business and then high net worth investments. And I was like, holy shit, that is the plan. And if I have to start with a high income skill, what is a high income skill and Why do I not have a high income skill? Sure, I mean, this person could be a scam, he could be a fake, he could be talking rubbish. What if he was right? What if 1% he was right and I did not take action? What is up, Dominic? So that was basically my thought process, right? And so the more I thought about having this high income skill, the more I got really uncomfortable. I was like, shit, I gotta have that thing, I need to have that high income skill. Why would I not? You see, if I can take kicks to the face, if I can compete and get trashed by like other fencers from other countries, if I can get beat up day in and day out practicing martial arts, I can get a high income skill. Right? If you can get kicked in the face, like this is the foot, this is the feet, and this is your face, and if you can take this, you can get a high income skill. So I began my quest to figure out how am I going to do it, and one fine day, his webinar showed up on my computer saying, hey, this is a high ticket closer program. No cold calling, no cold emailing, no inventory, with just a phone. What is up, Liam Lake? Just a phone and an internet connection, you can close. And I was like, this gotta be bullshit, man. If this were true, everyone will be doing it. But what if it were really true and no one's doing it? And then it came to the price and I was like, there's no way in hell I would even pay like 10% of that price for an online course. Never. Like this thing in this lifetime, I will never buy it. And so I closed the webinar, and then the rest of the days and weeks, I started to think. It's like, what if 1% this guy was right? What if 1% this guy was true? And I never take action, and I continue to do this. Day in and day out, right? And my bank account becomes like this. Day in and day out. That's not the right strategy, so I wanted to investigate. What's a high income skill, and if there's a 1% chance, 10% chance, 50% chance that this could work, then I needed to take the risk. And trust me, at the time, I thought this guy was full of shit. I thought this course is just like marketing stuff, and then you would never get your money back. But then I said, you know what? If 50% it could work, I have to take the risk, because I cannot go to sleep at night thinking that I let this high income skill slide while I continue to do this and my bank account becomes this. That's not a smart strategy, So I asked myself, instead of ignoring this whole thing, what's a better strategy, right? It's very easy to say it's too expensive, let's call it a day. And then inside, you start to question yourself. And Carlton, why are you typing walao wei? What do you mean? So I went the long route, and I went to learn copywriting. I learned how to type web copy, to amass the resources. I first did it for free, right? And then when the person liked my work, I started to charge $100, $200, right? And bit by bit, I amassed the resources to finally, after 3 long seasons of sitting down on my computer, writing down on my notebooks, practicing copy, typing, and my back was really painful from all the sitting down. Even right now, as I sit down, I have a pillow behind just to protect my lower back from all the sitting down. And 3 seasons later, I finally made it into the program, and man, everything changed. Once I went inside, everything changed. Sifu Dan delivered everything and more. Okay. Being in the program, the logic is very simple. It's a setup that works. You show up, you execute, you do what Sifu says, you do what the seniors say, you will get your high income skill, period. No excuses. You will get your high income skill. So once I found that this is a method that works and I have the firepower to keep going, guess what was my strategy? And all of you watching this live now, you know what was my strategy. I showed up every single day and I execute the hell out of things, right? And because of that, I found my first influencer, right? And I found my second influencer, and I began closing for them. And today, I found my dream ideal influencer. We are a perfect match. I have nothing to complain about. He has become my influencer, my boss, my business partner, my mentor, my friend, someone I'm looking forward to hear and speak with every single day. In fact, next month in February, I'm flying over to Canada to have training with him, you know. So I have nothing to complain about. You know, I succeeded with my high income skill. I'm having the life I want. And that's why I'm making this video, to tell you my story. The easy thing to do was to get a job. And you know, in Singapore, like a graduate like me, the starting pay is probably 1, 2, maybe 3K, I don't know. My grades aren't that good. My grades are shit, you know. But today, one close, I get paid 1,000. Which means that if I get 2, 3 closes in a day, in 2 days, in a week, I make more than an undergraduate will ever make. And he has to work overtime, you know, he has to deal with rush hour, he has to deal with a boss he doesn't like, he has to stay stuck to his cubicle, while I move around with my phone and I'm just serving people over the phone. So what's there to complain about? Nothing. High income skill, and now I can move on if I want to invest in a scalable business. I can learn about investing. I can travel to other countries. I can do whatever I want, you know. But of course, I'm very focused in investing in my next level of strategy. But that's a story for another day. I'm here on this video to tell you what is up. Gasan Saber. I'm seeing all these people that I have no idea who you are. We probably just added each other some way, somewhere, somehow. So I'm just sharing my story of how. Hello, Gasan. What is up? I'm just sharing my story of how I went from broke martial artist, $50 per hour, broke fencing coach, $50 per hour, into owning a high income skill that pays me 10K USD a month. And in Singapore, that is even way more money, right? Every time PayPal comes, I'm like, wow, I just love the currency exchange, you know. Now, I'm not here to boast, I'm not here to impress you. I want you to know the power of a high income skill and the sacrifice that you must make to make it happen. Now, because you're watching this video, you know, I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, but time is not on your side, because Season 8 of Dan Locke's High Ticket Closer certification program is already underway. As of this recording, we are at week 2 going to week 3, and by today, that is 22nd of January, at this time of this recording, 22nd of January, 2359 hours. That's 2359 hours, 11:59 p.m. Registration is cut off. Once 0000 hits 1 minute after the deadline, you will not be able to join anymore. And you have to wait for Season 9, and God knows what happens when you wait. So if you're watching this video and you are not already a high ticket closer, what is up, Dana? And you want to be one, you want to own a high income skill, you want to go to anywhere in the world and just use your phone, your computer with an internet connection, you can serve your prospects over the phone, you can make your company's money, and you can close for people. That is a high income skill. If you want to learn how to do that, and you want to speak to someone that prior to joining was exactly like you, I did all my research. I asked a ton of people, and I couldn't get the information I want, and I was frustrated. Why do these people keep saying, "Thank you, Sifu, you changed my life"? Every video testimonial, "Thank you, Sifu, you changed my life." And by the way, I have one as well. "Thank you, Sifu, you changed my life." And I didn't understand why the hell were they doing that until I joined, and by graduation I was, "Thank you, Sifu, you changed my life." And every day I'm doing that, and now I finally understand why. Because Sifu really will change your life. Now, obviously, you have no clue what I'm saying, right? You just need to understand that if you want this high income skill and make your 10K a month, comment below. If you are not already a high ticket closer, what is up, Paul, on my friends list, or maybe you watch this video sometime later in the year, maybe you're eyeing Season 9, maybe you're eyeing Season 10, right? And you chance upon this video because my SEO game is strong and you managed to find my video, you need to know that you're speaking with the right person. Because before joining, I was in your shoes, doing my research, feeling skeptical, feeling weird, like who are all these people wearing like, no, please do not call me master. Just call me handsome Sean, that will do. You know, and who are these people wearing suits and calling themselves closers and looking all formal, like who are all these weirdos? Now, I'm one of those weirdos now, and I can tell you exactly how the process works. We are the weirdos because we are the 3%. If you want to be normal, you want to be average, and you want to be common, this is not the place for you to go. Go somewhere else and be normal. Go somewhere else and be average. Go somewhere else and be common. This lifestyle, yes, thank you. That's my name. This lifestyle is for you if you have the hunger, you have the drive, and you have the determination, no matter what outcome you receive, no matter what the environment tells you, no matter what society tells you, no matter what even maybe your family tells you, you are certain that you will get a high income skill come hell and high water. A high income skill doesn't have to be closing. It could be copywriting. It could be photography. It could be web design. You know, you're not tied to a computer. You're not tied to your job, right? You own a skill, and if one client fires your ass, you find another client. But if you are employed, number one, most of the time your salary has a ceiling, and if you're fired, you are unemployed. You know, if today your influencer fires you, your client fires you, you can go out there and find another influencer. You can go out there and find another client. So the power of a high income skill makes you self-sufficient, right? And the definition of high income skill is anything that can make you earn 10K a month. Now you may be thinking I'm just throwing out this 10K number. Let me tell you how it works, okay? Let's do some really conservative numbers. Let's say in a day, you take the weekends off and you just, thank you Dana. What is up, Srivas Vasudevan? Another guy that I have no clue who you are. You probably have no clue who I am. What is up, Pei Hing Chong? This video is very applicable to you because you are in sales as well, right? And if you want to join the high ticket closer certification program, time is not on your side. Today, PST, Pacific Time, 2359. The high ticket closer registration will be closed. This is not a gimmick. This is not a scarcity technique. We have too much applicants and it's time to do a proper cutoff so people stop streaming in and disrupt our onboarding process. If you want to join, this is the time to take action. I'm a living example. You can verify my lifestyle with my influencers, with my friends. Just ask them how I'm doing and you will know that this will work if you are willing to make the sacrifice. Right? It's not easy. Let me caution you. It's tough as hell. It's tougher than all the martial arts I've learned, all the sport I've learned combined, because it's right here. And if you're right here, you're not strong, don't join. Right? Go get a job. Okay? No offense to jobs. Now, where was I? So let me break down the 10K with some extremely conservative numbers. Okay? Let's say you are closing for a company, or an influencer, or an author, or an entrepreneur, or a business coach, or a life coach, or a dating coach, or any company that has a high ticket offer. By the way, high ticket is anything that's 2,500 and above. 2,005, I'm assuming USD and above. That's like the lowest end of high ticket products. Products that are $97, $197, even $997 do not count as high ticket. High ticket is 2,500, 2,005 USD and above. Now, what's the ceiling? The sky is the limit, okay? It can go up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures for all I know. But the bottom line is 2,005. Let's pretend that you close for this deal who has a high ticket offer. Let's just pretend it's 5K for easy math's sake, because my math, you don't want to count on it, okay? 5K, let's say your commission is 10%, okay? Which means every close you make, how much do you make? $500, right? Let's say in a day you speak to 5 people, okay? Of the 5, can you close 1? If your Sifu is the king of high ticket sales and you listen and you train and you practice and you improve, can you close 1 out of 5? Yes or no? If it's no, don't watch this video, okay? Because Sifu will make it work. The only reason this doesn't work is you don't make it work. You can close 1 out of 5. You make $500 a day speaking to 5 prospects. You close 1, that's $500 a day. In a week, how much is that? 2,005. In a month, you times 4, how much is that? 10K. If my math is wrong, I'm not surprised, but based on what I know, that is the math. 2,500 a day, 2,005 a week. You can sleep on the weekends, and in a month, that's 10K right there. If you think this is a myth, if you think this is not gonna work, it's either because you don't believe in Sifu Dan Lok. By the way, we are already at 7 seasons. We have 6,000 closers that are already living the HTC journey. It is a system that works. So if you don't believe the 10K works, it's either you don't believe. Now, hey, HTC guys, please don't be all enthusiastic and things like that. You're gonna scare those people who don't understand how we think. So just chill a little bit. My friends list have more pearl people, so you need to don't type in caps, right? You're gonna scare them. So if you don't believe in what I'm saying, it's either you don't believe in Sifu Dan Lok, you don't believe in his system, or you don't believe the world needs closers, you don't believe you can close, or you don't believe you can make this work. It's either one of this. If you believe in Sifu Dan, you believe that the world needs closers, and the world currently calls it sales professionals, or we call it high-ticket closers. There is a difference, and you can check my website out and find out what it means. And if you believe in yourself, that you can put everything aside and just focus, with a full-time, total immersion, right? If you come in with a part-time mentality, don't bother. You're not going to make it work. Now, if you trust yourself, you trust Sifu, you trust the method, and you trust all 6,000 of us that have make it work already, then my question to you is, why are you not already inside the program, right? Why would you not want to own a high-income skill? Now, if you don't have a product that you can close for, you don't have a service that you can close for, and you have no experience with sales, it doesn't matter. All of us started like that. The only experience I had prior to joining was this. And I closed. So what's your excuse? I know people who are old, 50, 60 years old, they're closing. I know people who are young, 16 years old, and they're closing. I know people from Nigeria, they joined the program through me, and they can't even speak standard English, and they can't close. So what's your excuse? Now, if you don't want to close for other people, you can close for yourself. If you are in business, you want to double, triple your conversions, you want to know the art of persuasion, the art of communication, the art of influence, as opposed to the traditional salesperson that is pushing, and shoving features and benefits and things that you don't want to hear, facts, numbers, figures, statistics down your throat. Learn the art of closing. It is a form of art. It is a martial art of the mind. Right? You can close for yourself. You can close for other people. Right? And if even if you don't want to close for yourself, even if you don't want to close for other business or other companies, you can use it as a life skill. Because I can guarantee you, if you show up for all the live classes, by the way, all the classes are live, and if you can't make it, it will be turned into a recording that you can watch infinite amount of times, which I highly recommend you do over and over again, right? And once you attend the live classes, you do all the assignments, you follow what Sifu says and what Sifu teaches, and a lot of it has got to do with the mindset, you won't be the same person again. You won't look at money the same way ever again. You won't look at your lifestyle ever again. What is up, Angelo D. Acunto? Once again, I have no idea who you are. You probably have no idea who am I as well. I'm telling the story about what is up, Lin Ching Lee. Forget it. Just scroll back to the start of the video and find out what I'm talking about. Now, I was saying, if you do everything that the program tells you to do, there is no reason you won't become a skilled closer, right? And like I mentioned, you can close for yourself, you can close for other companies, you can treat it as a life skill and learn how to communicate, right? How to persuade, how to influence, how to get people to see your point of view and you can see other people's point of view. It's an extremely powerful life skill. If you don't make this investment today, you are leaving a ton of success, a ton of skills, a ton of brilliance, a ton of transformation on the table. What is up, Clyde? Right? So that is all I can share with you without giving the entire program away. It's 7 weeks. Every week, one live class. There are assignments to do. There are things to follow up. There is training to do. Good day, Clyde. Nice to meet you. And overall, it's a total immersion program that will bring about total transformation. If you look at my Facebook profile and if we are friends, you can go back and see my photos from 2018, 2019. Look at my videos from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago and look at me today. That is more than anything that I can ever say, right? That will speak more than anything that I can ever say, right? The transformation, the change in mindset, the change in confidence, the change in lifestyle, and the change in your results. And especially today, I'm closing for a personal development company. And every day, I'm immersing myself in personal development. You can see all my books behind me. They are all in personal development. It is very healthy for my mind. You know, I'm very happy representing this product, study this program, closing for this influencer. My life at the moment is perfect. I am a happy man, right? So that is all I can give to you. If you are already not a high ticket closer and you're watching this video right now, I am going to leave this video on for a couple of more minutes as I talk about the nitty-gritty details. And if you have a question, drop it in below. You are watching this live video for a reason. And at the moment, you know, it's 2:13 a.m. here in Singapore, and I have 10 viewers live. This is the most I have ever had since having this habit of coming on Facebook Live. And moving forward, I'll be calling this series Tonight with Sean. I'll be uploading it to my YouTube channel as a playlist on its own. I'll be documenting it as a blog series so that people can trace and track and find what I actually speak about, so that it's well documented and it never gets lost. So Q&A time. I know what you're thinking. Even if you're not on this live and you're watching this from the future, now, I'm going to tell the future you right now that your question is very simple. How do I find influencers? How do I find company? How do I find people that I can close for? The answer is very simple. Dan Locke is going to show you how to do it. Period. If you execute, there is no way you can't find. And if you can't find, come back and find me and I'll show you how. Okay? Did I answer your question? I think I did. Now, things like your commission and things like, you know, whatever leads you get, now things like that can come later. You can negotiate that when you have your closing skills. So don't worry about it. Equip yourself with the closing skills, right? When people say to you, hey, why is your stuff so expensive? Hey, how much do you charge? Hey, question this and that. When people throw you like hurdles like this, if you are a skilled closer, it's chicken feet for you to overcome these things because you are dealing with this on a daily basis. It's like second nature, right? Your techniques, all that, it will just all come out, right? This is a skill that you need to invest in, that you need to hone, you need to practice, right? So I don't see any questions. It's probably because everyone on my Facebook feed are all already closers. Now, if you see this at a later time, somewhere, somehow, somewhere on the internet, and you are seeing this face talking about Dan Locke's high ticket closer certification program, and you are clueless, you feel stuck, you are confused, you are skeptical, you are doubtful, you are cynical, you are unhappy, you are stuck, whatever it is, I know and we know how you feel. That's exactly how everyone feels when they first start, because this whole initiative is a very new concept, right? So it's natural to feel clueless. It's natural to feel confused. It's natural to feel like, what the hell is going on? That's why I'm making this video, so you get your clarity, because this is the video that I wish I had seen before I sign up. If I had seen this video 1 year ago, I would have joined immediately. I wouldn't have waited for 3 seasons. I spent 3 seasons saving up. I spent 3 seasons doing my research. And I spent 3 seasons wasting time when I could have jumped in right away if I saw this video. right? So I hope this video brings you the clarity. Did I miss out anything, right? What if I have no sales experience? How do I find people to close for? What if I don't have any product? What is up, John? Right? What if this? What if that? You don't have to worry. This system is perfect. This system works. This system is complete. Just think about it. If you can make a company money, would they hire you? Yes or no? If you can close for them and you can make it rain for them and you bring in you bring in closers for them and you get paid your commissions, why would a company say no to you? I don't understand. If you can close and you can sell this pen, you can sell this highlighter, you can sell this black pen, and you can sell this mouse, and you can sell this book, and basically anything you touch you can sell, and your closing ratio is there, your skills are there, and people know that you can close, why would people not get you on their team? I don't understand. Simple? Now, I think I've addressed pretty much everything. If I missed out anything, you can write to me at my email. Wonderful. I finally have a question. Would you say a lot what people struggle with is fear? My friend, you are absolutely right. You put it so accurately that I couldn't have said it more simply enough. The only reason you are not joining is one word: fear. And it is not fear of failure. It is fear of success, because you haven't held 10K in your hands before. You haven't held 5K in your hands before. I'm assuming, okay? You haven't held the power of owning a high income skill. Your old mindset, your old paradigm is telling you to work hard, to get a job, to do what society tells you. So when I present to you this idea that you can just flap your gums on the phone and make commissions, intellectually you understand, but inside you don't buy it. And the reason is because your old paradigm is holding you back. You know why? It's familiar. It's where you're safe. It's where you're comfortable. It's where no change happens. It's where tomorrow when you wake up, you may be stuck in where you are, but at least you can predict your day. At least you can predict how you're gonna fail. At least you can predict the amount of money you're gonna make. But right now, when I tell you you're gonna get a high income skill by just closing people on the phone, you don't believe it. And it's not because you don't believe in Sifu. It's not because you don't believe in yourself. It's because success, a lot of people don't. And you might think that you don't have this. And I was so sure that I didn't have this, until I reflect and I self-check and I realize, yes, I do have a fear of failure. Because right now I'm aiming for 5 figures, 6 figures, and I really hit 5 figures. If this carries on, I will hit 6 figures. And I realized I never thought about 7 figures. You know why? Fear of success. Same thing. If fear is holding you back, you need to do something about it, because it's not healthy. Most of the time, it's not even you. It's inherited. It's inside your genes. It's inside your subconscious mind. Like people gave it to you somewhere, somehow, either in your childhood, when you were in school, people were telling you that money is bad, or like internet is scam, or like money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work extremely, like things like that. All these things, they form a bundle of subconscious fear that's preventing you from joining the program. How do I know? I was stuck for 3 seasons. And I called people out. I say, should I join? Like, what if it doesn't work? And then like, how do I know this works? And I spoke to people, and I was skeptical, right? So I think I've said my piece and you get what I mean. You can contact me if you're watching this video. You can contact any of the graduates and tell them to get you set up. Every single one of us will help you, for sure, 100%. Every single high-ticket closer graduate will give you their unconditional and fullest support, because we are all the same. We get each other. We are all brothers and sisters inside. We might argue, we might fight, like we might have disagreements, but at the end of the day, HTC is HTC. Once you are in, you are family for life. And you have no idea how Sifu and your seniors are going to care for you and support you because they feel you. They might even probably give you more support, more understanding, more chemistry, more encouragement than maybe the people that are close to you right now. That is all I can say. And when you join, you will feel exactly what I'm talking about. You can just look at my feet now. All of us, like, these people don't even, like, I don't even know them. But we are bonded through HTC, right? That is the spirit. That is the culture that we have. So no further questions. You can speak to any graduate that's closest to you. You can write to me at team@seansena.com. You can message me on Telegram @SeanSena, whichever time this video chances upon you, and let me know what is your name. Be respectful. Let me know who you are, where you're from, why you want to join this program, and if we are a fit, I will get you set up ASAP. And by a fit, I mean you are coachable, you are committed, you are consistent, you're willing to go the distance when things get tough. Because what we do is not easy. Now, I know I made it sound easy. It is not. There will be days that it's tough. There will be days that it's painful. There will be days, weeks, months that it's lonely. I tell you that first. If you cannot survive this, don't do it. It's not easy. Let me caution you first. It's tough as hell. Learning the skills, like, it doesn't happen overnight. You will be clueless for a long time, right? But don't worry, we are here to help you. We are a big family now. We are a global community now. All of the seniors will give you their fullest support. You have my word, right? Everyone in the family can vouch to this. So I've said my piece. I've said a lot. That is all I have to you. If you know of a friend that's eyeing this program, but for whatever reason they have not joined, tag them in this video, send them the link of this video, share my message with them. Right? My message is very simple. If you don't own a high income skill, why? Right? So that's it for my video. This is the longest one I've ever made. I'm looking forward. I had fun making this, and thank you everyone for showing up. This is the biggest crowd I've ever had, and I'm looking forward to see you in my next video. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any feedback that you want me to address in my next live video, drop it in the comments below, and I'm looking forward to speak with you again. So have a good night, guys.